Hey friends, let's do Don't Tread on Me guitar lesson by Metallica. I'll talk you through all the guitar parts, all with on-screen tab to make it easier to follow along, and we'll do the solo at the end. Let's make a start. I'll play that intro for you, then we'll break it down. So we just started on the E power chord, do 2 palm mutes, and then off, and then 2 more palm mutes, and then do that again, and again. Then do the start of it, 2 palm mutes and then off. Then come to the B power chord, do a palm mute and off. The G power chord, 2 palm mutes and off. Come up to the D, mute off. Come back to C, 2 palm mutes, and when you play this C, add the low G in, and then just palm mute E, open E. Then we have the second guitar. Let's have a look at that. So we're going to start on 9 on the D, played 3 times, palm muting. 9 on the G, 3 times, palm muting. Then do 4, slide up to 6 on the G. D7, A7. Then do the 9s again. Then go to B, 5 to 7. G8, D9. And then play 7 on the G 3 times. 8 on the B 3 times, do 5, slide to 7 on the B, G7, D7, and then do open G 3 times, 5th fret G 3 times, come back to 4 on the G, open E, and finish on our E power chord there. So for our next part of the intro, guitar 1's just playing 2 palm mutes on the E, off, and 2 more palm mutes. I'm going to do that 6 times. So it's pretty easy. While that's playing, we have this next riff coming in, so let me play it for you, then we'll break it down. So we're doing 3 palm mutes on the E, 1, 2, 3. Do B flat, slide up to B, play the F, and then do 2 palm mutes again on the E. B flat, slide up to B, to F. Then again the first one, 3 palm mutes on the E. B flat to B, F. Then play the E. Then we're going to play the F, slide up to G, slide back to F. So slowly. And we do that 6 times. Let's do that a couple of times there. Then we have another guitar doing this little fill, so let's have a look at that. So we're going to start on the 11th fret on the G and just do a half bend and slide back to 9. So I'll bend and release it. And the next part, this is tricky. We're going to bend the 9 a tone and a half. Let it come down again, just half a step, and then just let it drop back to the 9 again there. So. And that's that next little fill there. Then we play that through 2 times, and the other part we played out. We're going to call that one riff 1. Then from there we have the verse. We play that for you. So we're going to have the E power chord, 2 palm mutes and off, then mute and off, then and do 2 palm mutes and off again. Come up to the F, mute and off. Come up to the F sharp, 2 mutes and off. Up to the G, mute and off. Then come up to the G sharp, 2 mutes and off. And then just go A sharp, and then 5 on the A, 7 on the E. So. And just do that through 2 times. Then go back to riff 1 again and do that once. And then we have this last part before the chorus. We're going to do 4 palm mutes on the E, and then F, then do 2 palm mutes and then do the 4 again to the G. So we have, then do the palm mutes again up to the A. Then we're going to play 2 palm mutes again, and then we're going to have A sharp, pull off to the open, and then just 5th fret on the E, pull off to the open, and 3rd fret on the E, pull off to the open. And that's our verse there. Then from there we have our chorus. Let's have a look at that. So we're going to start on the palm muting the E 2 times, then play F palm mute back to E, and then play the open E. Now one guitar holds the E, and the second guitar does this little fill, go G, 2, slide up to 4, B, 5. So do that first part again, the E, F, open E, the E power chord, and then we do a 1, pull off to the open on the E, and then play the G power chord, then come up to the D 2 times, 2 palm mute to the D, then one guitar holds that D and the other guitar does this fill, 5, slide up to 7 on the D, and 7 on the G. So back to the G 2 times, 2 palm mute, and then just play G sharp, A sharp, and then repeat that all again. Now this time play the G 2 times, 2 palm mutes, and just hold the G there. Play that one more time. Then from there we're going to go back to our part we did before the chorus, our palm muting on the E to the F, 2 palm mutes, and then palm muting again up to the G, 2 palm mutes, and then go back to riff 1 2 times. So and while we're doing that we put fill 1 in again, so let's play that through. Now from there we just go back to the verse, do it exactly the same. The chorus again, except this last time we're going to do the palm muting to the F, palm muting up to the G, G, 2 palm mutes, G, hold, then we're going to play A sharp, G and F, and that gets us ready for the solo there. So. Now we'll do the solo at the end. Let's have a look at the solo rhythm. So for our solo we have riff 1 and we do that 4 times. Do that through 4 times, and then we just have 2 palm mutes on the E to the open E, 2 palm mutes, then we wait, we do that again, 2 palm mutes, and then the open E, F, Then we're waiting, and the drum sort of does the same thing. And then we do our F sharp, 2 palm mutes and off, up to G, palm mute off, up to our G sharp, so it's similar to the verse there, 2 palm mutes and off, and our A sharp, and play our 5 on the A, 7 on the E. So we play that riff once and then that M part for you. And that's our solo there, and then from there let me play the next part for you, then we'll break it down. It's similar to the riff we did again before the chorus. So we just do our palm muting to our F, then up to our G, then do it again and go back to the F. 2 palm mutes and then our muting again to the G. Do that again to the G. 2 palm mutes. Then this time we're going to do the 6 and 8, our A sharp, just pull off to the open, do a palm mute, and then do our A, pull off to the open and a mute. Then go back to our riff again, and up to our, so that's to our F, and then to our G, come up to our A, and then the same feel we did before, 6 pull off to the open, 5 pull off to open, 3 pull off to open on the E, and then back to our riff again, F and to G and 2 palm mutes there. Then for the next chorus we do the first part the same. Then from there we go back to the verse again. And then back to the chorus again, and we just play it through like our normal chorus, and then to finish it off we have our palm muting again, F, G, 2 to the G, come up to the A sharp, G and F, so that last little part. Then we have our Don't Tread on Me. Now let's look at the solo, let me play it for you, then we'll break it down, and I'll do this without the wah so you can hear it. So we're going to start G, 12th fret, pull off to the open and do that 2 times. Then come back to 11th fret and do the same. Back to the 12th fret, do the same. 11th fret, 12th fret, and 11th fret. So we don't have to pick that at all. Then slide up to 16G, play 15, 14. Then do 2 bends on the 15B. Then E, 12, B, 15, 12, bend on 14 on the G, play B, 12, E, 12, back to B, 15, 12, to G, 14, 12, 14 on the D, back to 12 on the G, then we're going to play 14 on G and B and do a little half bend, back to 12, G and B, and then 14 on the D, so that part slowly. Then we're going to bend 14G, play 12B, 12G, do that half bend again on the 14G and B, bend 14G, 12B, bend 14G again, and 12G. So, and then do that again. Then we have this little run. We're going to do a bend on 15E, and then pull off 15, 14, 15, 14, slide back to 12, hammer on 14, pull off to 12. So then come to the B string, 14, hammer on to 15, pull off to 14, pull off to 12, hammer on to 14, pull off to 12, to the G string, 14, 12, 14, 12, all legato there, and hammer on to 14 on the D there. So slowly. And then we're just playing 14 on the G and the B, 12 on the G and B, 14 on the D. Do that 3 times. 2 14. Then we come to the E string, we have 17, pull off to 12 and play 12 3 more times. Do the same on B, same on G, same on D. Then when we get to the A string, just play 7, pull off to 12, slide back to 10, play 12 on the E, back to A, 10, 12, slide up to 14, G, 12, and D, 14 there. Then from there we have G string 12, pull off to 9, and D, 10, 9, 10, 9, and we're just legatoing that. And then move up a fret and do the same thing. Back a fret, up a fret. So. And then to finish that off we have again G and B, 14, 12, and then 14 D, and again. Then just move up a fret, 15, 13, 15. Then slide up to 16 G, on the B, 19, 15, 17, E, 19, B, 17, and then we're just bending the 19 G and playing 17. Go up a fret, go up another fret, and then bend on 22 on the E there. And that's the solo. Let's play that one more time. Then we have the outro little solos. We're going to do 2 palm mutes and just play 12 on G and B. Then do a bend and release on 14 on the G, and then pull off and bend on 12. Then just do 3 bends on 15 on the B. And then the last one we're going to have 16 pull off to 14 on the G and the B, slide back to 12, and then do the half bends on 14, do it again, 14, 12, so. And they're all the guitar parts there. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed Don't Tread on Me Guitar Lesson. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell, and I'll see you soon.